What's up, gals and pals? It's Caity Babs, and this is Off Stage with DWP. Lucky for me, my first one that I get to do is with my dear friend, Remington of Palaye Royale.
Hello, it is good to be here.
And we see each other like a lot.
Probably every couple days.
Yeah, and with the whole quarantine situation going on, we have our core group that we always hang out with.
Very tight knit.
Yeah.
We went to the Rainbow Room for the first time in a
We
long time.
did. Legendary Rainbow Bar and Grill.
It's not as fun with a mask, but safety first.
Yes, exactly, safety. But you know, we got to go in, and once we sat at our table, we got to take the mask off. It was nice. It was nice to be in a social situation rather than just our houses.
Yeah. It definitely, I got drunker a lot quicker.
You did.
For sure.
You did have a lot of Jack and Coke.
Yes, I did.
We're going to talk about some of the festivals that you have played with DWP, because there's been a couple.
There has been a couple.
First one you played, Louder Than Life 2017.
I do remember that show. I think we were the first band of the day on like the smallest stage. And I remember they were clearly still setting everything up by like the end of our set. So there was, I think we had a solid maybe like 19, maybe 20 people. So
Oh, yeah.
it was pretty killer.
But then the next time around, the next year at Aftershock in Sacramento.
Yes.
That was much bigger.
That was a little step up. And also a big reason I have to thank is Greta Van Fleet, because you guys were super late. And so we took your main stage spot. So thank you guys for being late.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's the only reason we got main stage, was because they were running super late. So they had to like push back to like 6 o'clock. So they gave us like, it was like the 2 o'clock slot on main stage. And it was like the most people I've ever seen in my life. It was like looking out to like Mordor or something. It was insane.
Probably your biggest show for 2018.
Oh,
for
definitely,
sure.
by far, yeah.
Because 2019 and the beginning of 2020 was, you guys just blew up really quickly. In Europe, everywhere, you were playing to thousands of people so quickly.
Yeah, that was, we did not expect that. Yeah, we booked a European tour as like our very first headlining tour. And then somehow it just took off. I didn't think we'd sell any tickets, and then we had a sold-out tour, and it was just nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of Aftershock, I dug some things out of the grave.
Goodness.
Because, as a lot of people don't know, I was at Aftershock.
Yes, you were.
We were all there together, and we had a disposable camera that we had some fun with.
I don't remember this.
And do you remember our friend, the potato?
Oh my God, yes I do.
So I found this potato. I was a couple drinks in, and I decided that this potato was gonna be my thing for the night. And I was a couple drinks in, so I made everybody take a photo with this potato, including your brother, Sebastian.
My God, was this on Hailey's bus?
This was on Highly Suspect's bus,
Yeah.
and then here's actually a photo of us with Johnny of Highly Suspect and someone who we don't want to name in the photo.
Yeah,
that I put a little sticky over the face.
You don't want to remember that.
And there's me with the potato. But I actually went through my apartment and I went on to find these because I was like, you know what? This would be a memory.
That is, I
look
don't
at.
remember that. That's how you know I had a good night.
I mean, do you ever remember? I always get a phone call the next day. He's like, Caity, what happened? What did we do? What went on? Well, we had fun. And that's
She
all
always
that
has to remind me
I do.
what I did.
I remember everything.
And then she sends me pictures, like most recently, I had some like at least 7-8 inch platform heels on. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty epic.
And go to his Instagram if you want to see it, because it's probably one of the coolest photos I've ever taken. But also, I want to talk about your Lonely music video. Your most recent came out a couple months ago. It's very personal.
Very personal, yes.
And I feel like even in the music video, you are completely portraying yourself and who you are, and you get really emotional. And I want you to talk more about that and that song and what it means to you.
I wrote that song. We were coming back from our Australia tour, and then I think we were almost done as a band. We were like on the brink of breaking up. We were so done with each other. So we get back from Australia. I'm like in the Uber ride from LAX back to my house. And then I wrote all these lyrics like during the Uber ride, and then I sent them to my producer, and my producer's like, what are you doing right now? I was like, I just got off a flight. I haven't slept in like 40 hours. I'm like, I got to go to sleep. And he's like, fuck that. You're coming over. We're going to record this song. I finished the whole song in about an hour and a half. And like that day, and then I sent it to everybody in the band. They loved it so much. And then I was like, I really want to direct the music video, like my first directing job. And so I kind of dug into kind of like the whole childhood of mine, and it got really personal, and even Emerson was like uncomfortable like reliving that. Mm-hmm. So it was definitely one of the toughest videos I had to like get through.
But definitely your best.
Yeah, I'm so glad I did it too, because I feel like I can finally like put the past in the past and kind of like leave it all in that video and just move on, you know.
That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah,
and if you haven't seen that music video, you got to go watch it.
It's like a visual therapy session for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And do you still go back and, even though it came out a couple months ago, do you still go back and just watch it?
I watched it for the first time since it came out. I think it was yesterday. Sebastian like sent me this reaction video of like a YouTuber like reacting to it, and it was really cool to see like someone else kind of like describing what they see in it, and I just thought it was really cool. You know, like it did impact a lot of people because I feel like, you know, so many people went through similar shit in their life, and that's exactly what I was trying to do.
And your fan base is probably the most strong fan base of people that I have ever seen.
They are so strong.
But they can relate to you. I feel like that's why they love you guys so much, because you are so open with everything you write about, everything you do. You are constantly engaging with them, and they appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm so lucky to have the fans that I do. Like they are so intense, but it's like my family.
Yeah,
of
course.
It's like the best thing in the world.
And everybody has a story about the craziest fan interaction that they've had. I know you probably have hundreds, but just to name one, if you can think of one off the top of your head.
Okay, I definitely, one of the stranger ones was this girl was so excited to meet us. Like I think it was like in a VIP or like after the show, because we try to meet every person after the show. And so this girl comes running up to us. Like you can clearly tell she's like shaking and nervous to meet us. And then just throws up all over my feet. And then just like looks back up at me and kind of like wipes her mouth. She's like, "Can I get a selfie?" I'm like,
"No."
Okay.
You did it?
Not even acknowledging the puke. She didn't even like, it didn't even faze her. She just threw up.
Where did she throw up? Like on your shoes?
On my shoes. On my shoes, just like right in front of me. And then I take the selfie. I was a little stunned. And then she's like, "Thanks." And then just leaves.
And other people had to step in puke?
I just had like puke all over my shoes, and I had to go to the bathroom and wipe it off. But she was just so excited. She threw up, and I kind of respect her for that.
I mean, and you went and cleaned it up yourself. Props to you for doing that, because I wouldn't be able to do that.
Did not even phase her.
That's wild. And congratulations on the Bastards!
Finally here.
It is out. I feel like it's been so long, and the anticipation has been crazy. But it's finally out. It came out during a pandemic, during all of these protests, and while the world seems to just be going absolutely crazy, but it still has done so well.
Yeah, it
definitely
it came out at definitely a strange time in the world, but honestly, I'm just so happy like the music's out. It's just like we've been working on it for 2 years, and yeah, because we never actually like sat down actually had like a decent amount of time to record. So it would just be in between tours, you know, we'd have like a week or two like off the road, so we would go record 1 or 2 songs, and we did that for like 2 years straight. So the second we had like a week off from tour, we'd go try to record as much as we can. And then finally like got like the tiniest like sliver of a break. I think we had like 2 months off. And we took those 2 months and finished everything. And we were gearing up to go on the road, and we did like the first leg of the Bastards tour back in February, and obviously everything got shut down, but I'm just so happy this thing's out. It's been a long time coming.
And it's so good. It's the best stuff you guys have ever put out. But
I agree.
A lot of the stuff on there is older too. You waited for it to be on the Bastards. One of my favorite songs is Anxiety.
Yeah.
As someone who struggles with anxiety, Also, it's just a badass song. But you did recently do a music video for it.
We did, yeah. That video, a lot of fire. A lot of fire in that one. We've never done like one of those like classic pyro videos, and I've always wanted to do that.
What? There's pyro?
Just a classic pyro video. I've always wanted to do it. Go like full Motley Crue on it. I had a blast.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that. I like after seeing the other music videos, I would never think like, oh yeah, they're gonna have a bunch of fire and shit in this video. But all right, I'm ready for it.
Because like what our last album cycle was, like Boom Boom Room Side B, we did a lot of the music videos. I purposely did it underwater, and even the album cover itself is underwater. So for like the Bastards, you're going to be seeing a lot of fire. So I think we're going to try to get all the elements over the next couple records.
It suits you, the fire thing right now, because you know, you just got a new car.
I did get a new car, yeah.
It's like a fast and furious, badass, like Vin Diesel car. And I feel like when I think about that car, I think about fire.
It's just a fire car. It might catch on fire because it's so old, but
true.
That's my first car, so I'm proud.
If you're just tuning in, my name's Caity Babs. This is Offstage with DWP, hanging out with Remington, my good friend. We're hanging out in his pretty cool pad in the Hollywood Hills, having some fun together. But
it sounds like I'm so cool. Like I've got a pad in the Hollywood Hills.
It is cool though. Like, it's our spot to hang out with all of our friends. And,
I sound like such a bougie bitch. I love it.
Bougie bitch, right here. Put it right over top of your head with an arrow pointing at you. I want to talk more about festivals with DWP because you've already played so many of them, and amazing people have been on them. But if you were gonna make your own lineup that you were on yourself, and you got like a couple bands that you could put on it yourself, who do you think you put on it?
My Chem, definitely. Metallica, because I've just always wanted to see Metallica. Smashing Pumpkins.
Ooh, good one.
9 Inch Nails, that'd be so great. Not in that order because they're all the main draw, so they got to fight amongst themselves to see who the main card is.
It would have to be like a 6-day festival just so they could all headline.
Yes, they all have to headline. They're all headliners. And then, obviously, Crown the Empire. Obviously, Crown the Empire.
Speaking of Crown the Empire, earlier I tweeted, if you could ask Remington anything, what would it be? And someone said, when are you going to do a collab with Crown the Empire, and why hasn't it happened yet?
Honestly, I don't even know why. I haven't even thought about a collab with them.
Which is crazy. We're all best friends.
I know. So like me and Andy live together. So it's crazy. We've never even like talked about it. I'm going to mention it to him like right when he gets back from pho.
Yeah. Watch, he's probably going to just walk in here while we're doing this and then like, oh, hey, want to do a song together? He's like, yeah, okay, I'll talk to you in a couple hours about it.
We'll get KG over.
Oh yeah.
Hit the track. It's going to be
great. It
great.
needs to happen because you know you guys have toured together. You guys have known each other for like 7 years now, probably. Yeah. And I remember one of the first times I met all of you guys. You were playing Warped Tour. And we went and watched you. You immediately became friends with Crown the Empire.
Of course, because they're the sweetest dudes.
Yeah, and you guys played to like 20 people, and I'm so proud to see how far you guys have come because like I've been there to see it all go down.
It was definitely, we've definitely come far from like even the first Warped Tour. Yeah, it was.
A lot of your fans have stuck with you through that.
Yeah, it's so crazy because like I'll like get like a bunch of people come to the show saying, you know, I saw you in like 2016 Warped Tour. I was like, so you were one of like the 18. I was like, all right.
And you're like, all right, okay, you dedicated right there.
I think like the biggest show we had like that entire summer was maybe 100 people. That was like, whoa. Yeah. Like we made it. Like we're doing good.
This is sweet.
It's like, guys, we made $500 in t-shirts tonight. Fucking partying. Let's
like,
go. We're celebrating.
Great. We're celebrating. We're going to get the booze.
Retiring after this. This is like, it's huge.
It's crazy to see how far you guys have come, but I want to see what else people want to know about you. I got a lot here.
All right, bro.
One was, what's your favorite song to play live?
Honestly, I think I haven't played it live yet, but Anxiety is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited for that one. But so far, it's been You'll Be Fine.
Great song. I like watching that one live too. I've seen it a few times. This is a good one because we are both Harry Potter fans. Okay. What's your favorite part about the Harry Potter series?
My favorite part?
If you have a scene,
Um,
or even just, you can just say your favorite one, I suppose.
Goblet of Fire. That one's probably my favorite. Fourth one.
Fire.
Fucking Robert Pattinson in that, just killing it. Little
And then
Cedric
dies.
Diggory. I know.
Like, what the hell? I don't know
Broke
about
my
that.
heart, but we saw him resurrected as Edward Cullen, so it's
I
fine.
mean, it worked out for the better, I suppose. Are you ever insecure about the songs or your art in general?
I was for the longest time. I was, I'd always be scared of like, putting myself out there and like being judged for it. But honestly, at this point, I'd rather fail as myself than succeed as somebody I'm not. So
Yeah, of course.
so no, I'm never nervous anymore. Sometimes going on stage, but that's very rarely.
I find that hard to believe for you to get nervous going on stage because
I still get like
you're climbing walls and
I still get nervous. Like it's funny because it's like the more intimate shows I get like super nervous for. It's like the acoustic shows or like going to like we did like this live stream where it's just acoustic and us three, and that was like nerve wracking to me. I haven't been nervous in a long time, and that was like really nerve wracking.
You're known for like climbing all the venues. You get in a lot of shit.
I do get in a lot of shit.
You get in a lot of trouble.
I've gotten multiple letters from the UK government saying to stop, or they will stop our shows, and they have.
And they
stopped our
have.
shows.
They stopped.
Yes.
They stopped one not that long ago, right? Was
Yeah,
that the last one?
They stopped 2 shows. So right when we got to Glasgow, we did our sound check, and then they made me sign a piece of paper saying I wasn't going to climb, and then I was like, okay, I signed it. And then they canceled the show 10 minutes before doors, just to be fucking pricks. So
Rockstar energy right here.
I hated that. They couldn't have given us like 24-hour notice. No, just to piss me off.
Yep.
So don't like that. Never going to play a fucking O2 in the UK, and especially in
name
Scotland
dropping.
again. Fucking O2 has cock-blocked me so many times, and I'm getting a little tired of it. But we did O2 Shepherd's Bush. They were fucking sweethearts. I love that venue. We sold it out, which was like insane.
It was
because you
crazy.
see all like the posters on the wall. It's like Neil Young, the fucking Beatles, the Doors, Bowie. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, how am I allowed on the same stage as these people? But it was a crazy show. But I loved that. So O2 Shepherd's Bush, I love you guys. O2 Ritz were great. Glasgow, I'm not feeling it, guys. I'm not fucking feeling it.
Well, I'm super excited about the Bastards record. It's so good. It's the best you guys have ever done. I mean, you guys will probably top it, but
Hopefully.
right now it is so fucking good, and the fans are eating it up like crazy. And I'm just proud of you guys. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm just excited it's out, and people are like, they're really loving the stuff, and because like there were so many internal fights in the band, and like I knew what direction I wanted the record to go, and this is like the perfect record, you know.
You guys
It was
stuck it out.
It was a lot of arguing along the way, you know, a lot of hesitation because, you know, we were moving from the original kind of like blues rock sound, which is, you know, scary because, you know, we built such a big following just off the songs that we've done so far. And so it was kind of scary to take like a different step forward because, you know, we've made it to like the 2,000 caps. And then, you know, we were just like, okay, what about if it doesn't work and it all goes away? But I'm like, we want to evolve
What if
as
it
a
does
band.
work, though,
I
and
was
it
like,
did?
I'd rather evolve as a band than put out the same record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think this record will have you guys on another level. Like I told you last week, I was like, you guys are going to end up going on tour with 21 Pilots or
That would be-
someone who is absolutely massive. And I'm manifesting it for you because I know it's going to happen.
It's gonna bring in the
And
good
watch, this
vibes.
will come out and then next year it will be like 21 Pilots, Palaye Royale on
That's-
tour together. But you've
Yeah.
gotten to tour with friggin' Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson, that was by far, I think, the coolest tour we've done so far. It was definitely our first like big arena tour, and oh my god, it was so nerve-wracking. I was super nervous to do arenas because it wasn't my own show, and like, you know, we had to prove ourselves. No one in the audience knew who we were, you know, because they're obviously there to see Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, and so it was definitely so scary to go out to like over 20,000 people every night, and then just like What's up?
But you ended up making a relationship, a friendship with
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson. So
That was definitely cool.
you obviously killed it.
First half of the tour, he didn't really talk to us, but like back half, there was like one night where he just like asked us to hang out, and then we hung out every single night for like the rest of the tour. He's a good dude. He's got a heart of gold.
Man, one night I'll meet him. One day. I'll just daydream about it until now, but if I do, it will be at Rainbow, hopefully, with this guy. But, I mean, this has been fun. I'm so
Next
glad.
interview, I'm just going to wear like a rainbow t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
to
do
support.
it. Just to support. We'll both wear Rainbow Bar and Grill shirts.
If we don't get like free drinks for at least a year, that would suck.
Yeah, we got to bargain with them. We got to see
bargain.
what we could get here. But thanks for being my first interview
Feels
off
good.
stage. DWP, it feels so freaking good to do this because it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Did it!
Fucking did it.
Yeah!